The Egyptian Pantheon: gods, goddesses, and the structure of divine order. The ancient Egyptian pantheon is one of the most complex and fascinating in the history of human civilization. It includes a myriad of deities, each with its own distinct attributes, myths, and roles in the cosmic order. This essay delves into the intricacies of the Egyptian pantheon, exploring the major gods and goddesses, their relationships, their worship, and the cultural significance they held within ancient Egyptian society. Introduction to the Egyptian Pantheon. The Egyptian pantheon is characterized by a vast array of gods and goddesses, each representing various aspects of life, nature, and the cosmos. These deities were integral to the daily lives of ancient Egyptians, influencing everything from agricultural practices to governance and religious rituals. The pantheon reflects the Egyptians' attempt to understand and explain the natural world and their place within it. Major deities of the Egyptian pantheon. Ra, the sun god. Ra, the sun god, is one of the most important deities in the Egyptian pantheon. He is often depicted as a man with the head of a falcon crowned with a sun disk. Ra was believed to travel across the sky in his solar bark during the day and navigate the underworld at night. His daily journeys symbolized life, death, and rebirth, underscoring his role in maintaining the cosmic order. Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Osiris, the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and agriculture, is another central figure. Depicted as a green-skinned deity with a pharaoh's beard, wrapped like a mummy, Osiris's story is one of death and rebirth. He was murdered by his brother Seth, dismembered, and scattered across Egypt. His wife, Isis, reassembled his body and resurrected him, allowing him to become the ruler of the underworld. Isis, the mother goddess. Isis, the wife of Osiris, is a goddess of magic, motherhood, and fertility. She is often depicted with a throne-shaped crown and an ankh symbolizing life. Isis was revered for her magical prowess and her role in resurrecting Osiris. Her worship extended beyond Egypt, influencing other cultures and leading to the development of the cult of Isis in the Greco-Roman world. Horus, the sky god. Horus, the son of Osiris and Isis, is the sky god, often represented as a falcon or a man with a falcon's head. He is associated with kingship and the protection of the pharaoh. The myth of Horus's battle with Seth, who murdered his father, symbolizes the struggle between order and chaos. Horus's victory established him as the rightful heir and protector of Egypt. Anubis, the god of mummification. Anubis, the god of mummification and the afterlife, is depicted with the head of a jackal. He presided over the embalming process and guided souls to the afterlife. Anubis's role was crucial in the judgment of the dead, where he weighed the heart against the feather of Maat to determine the soul's fate. Thoth, the god of wisdom. Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and knowledge, is depicted as an ibis-headed deity. He is credited with inventing writing and maintaining the cosmic balance. Thoth played a key role in the afterlife, recording the outcomes of the judgment of the dead and serving as a mediator among the gods. Maat, the goddess of truth. Maat, the goddess of truth, justice, and cosmic order, is depicted with an ostrich feather on her head. She embodies the fundamental principles of order and harmony that were essential to Egyptian cosmology. Maat's principles governed both the universe and human society, and maintaining Maat was the primary duty of the pharaoh. The role and worship of deities. The Egyptian pantheon was not just a collection of gods, but a complex system of interrelated deities, each playing specific roles in maintaining the cosmic and social order. Worship practices varied widely, from grand temple rituals to personal household shrines. Temples and priests. Temples were the central places of worship, serving as the homes of the gods on earth. Priests performed daily rituals, including offerings and prayers, to sustain the gods and ensure their favor. Major temples, like those at Karnak and Luxor, were monumental structures reflecting the importance of the deities they housed. Personal piety and household worship. In addition to state-sponsored temple worship, personal piety played a significant role in Egyptian religion. Ordinary people had household shrines and amulets dedicated to gods like Bes, the protector of households, and Tauret, the goddess of childbirth. These practices highlight the intimate relationship Egyptians had with their deities. Festivals and public ceremonies. Religious festivals were crucial for communal worship and reinforcing the connection between the gods and the people. Festivals like the Opet Festival in Thebes involve processions, feasting, and ceremonies that emphasize the divine nature of the pharaoh and the unity of the state under the protection of the gods. Theological concepts and mythology. Egyptian mythology is rich with stories that explain the nature of the gods and their interactions with the world and humanity. These myths were not just tales, but conveyed deeper theological and cosmological concepts. The creation myths. There are several creation myths in Egyptian mythology, each associated with different cities and deities. The Heliopolitan creation myth centers on Adam, who emerged from the primordial waters and created the first gods through an act of self-generation. In the Memphite theology, Ptah is the creator god who conceived the world in his heart and brought it into existence through the power of speech. The Osiris myth. The myth of Osiris, Isis, and Horus is one of the most significant in Egyptian mythology. It tells the story of Osiris's murder by Seth, his resurrection by Isis, and Horus's avenging of his father's death. This myth encapsulates themes of betrayal, resurrection, and the triumph of order over chaos. The sun god Ra and his journey. Ra's daily journey across the sky and his nightly passage through the underworld are central to Egyptian cosmology. These stories symbolize the cycles of life and death, emphasizing the regenerative power of the sun and the eternal struggle against the forces of darkness. Influence and legacy of the Egyptian Pantheon. The Egyptian Pantheon had a profound influence on later cultures and religions. Elements of Egyptian mythology and religious practices can be seen in the ancient Greek and Roman pantheons, as well as in the Abrahamic religions. Hellenistic and Roman periods. During the Hellenistic and Roman periods, the worship of Egyptian deities like Isis and Serapis spread throughout the Mediterranean. The fusion of Egyptian and Greco-Roman religious practices created a syncretic tradition that influenced the religious landscape of the ancient world. Impact on later religions. The concepts of judgment in the afterlife, resurrection, and the moral order represented by Ma'at influenced later religious thought, including early Christian and Jewish traditions. The imagery and symbolism of Egyptian deities also found their way into Western art and culture. Conclusion. The Egyptian pantheon is a testament to the richness of ancient Egyptian religion and its profound impact on human history. The gods and goddesses of Egypt, with their intricate myths and elaborate worship practices, reflect the Egyptians' deep connection to the divine and their quest to understand the mysteries of existence. The legacy of the Egyptian pantheon continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and religion in shaping human culture and identity.